Welcome in my life. Today I'm going to carving this Raven school design inspired by Viking jewelry, and this is oak wood. Hope you are going to enjoy it. It's a relaxing process, at least for me. Hello, welcome. Hope you are having a nice weekend. My weekend is as usually nice, carving my little pieces of jewelry. And today, as you can see, there is another Raven School pendant that I'm doing. A few lives ago, I carved another version of wood. It was walnut wood, and there's a long video, new video. And today I wanted to make this one in oak wood. If you have any questions, specific questions about my work, just feel free to text in comment. I love this part of shaping. And I can say the oak wood is not hard, but also not soft. It's sometimes it's tricky. Hello, welcome who joined now. Hey, good morning. I make this design a lot of times because it's pretty requested. Thank you. It's pretty requested, but I never get boring of making this because when I make some very difficult designs after, for example, sometimes I carve pendants which require me hours or days of work, and fast carvings like this are a good way to, how to say, to release the tension from the difficult work. And this one is relaxing for me, so I hope it's relaxing for you to watch. To see how it's going to take the shape slowly before to carving it delicately to finish the shape. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to support my channel. I'm posting more often now, being live, shorts, long. I started to post long videos to show you the entire process of carving. Sometimes I'll post even some tutorials. Maybe not yet, but will be also nice and helpful to know in comments if you have some ideas what you would like to see me to carving. I can see this piece of oak wood is not bad. I can also make the curved shape. Of course, the knife must be pretty sharpened. This first part is just to make the shape, so I remove at once more wood just to get the shape. After that, I'm going to, how to say, reshaping, just making cleaner details, and then I carve slowly, like more delicately, like this. Because this way I can leave just wood cutting effect. I rarely use sandpaper. If not necessary, I don't use sandpaper. On the top I'm going to engrave the Norse symbol, Helm of Eve, which is very popular among Viking style jewelry. Hello, who joined it now? Welcome. I'll also live later in the afternoon. Because I'd like to start something else. I still don't know what. But since I started to post here and be live, let's say I just did some introduction to my work, by carving some simple pieces. Hi. But finally I wanted to make even something more complicated, more intricate. Just still thinking about what to do. And my idea is to prepare some new design, more complicated, more difficult to show you in the afternoon. As you can see now it's cleaner now. It looks better. Hi, hello, welcome. Subscribe to my channel to support it. Support my creative work if you like it, of course. Hi, welcome. I'm focused on carving the more accurately to make it look cleaner. But if you have some questions, I'd be glad to answer. This is oak wood. Oak wood is not the one I use often, but I love to use it for this design. More that I use is American walnut, like this version, darker and lighter. I use often olive wood. Olive wood is beautiful, even good for work. But most wood I use for very difficult carvings. You know, very little details is the Italian walnut. Yeah, thank you. No, I'm trying to get this one like this. That's why I'm first was the shaping part, and now I call it cleaning. Like make the details cleaner and avoid to use sandpaper, or at least avoid to use it some too much. Maybe just a little. I have another one. I don't know where is it. I prepared two of those designs because one is going to be with Norse symbols. One is with Vegvisir, the magic compass, and one with Helm of Ave is the one more popular. This design inspired me from, steel or silver jewelry, and I wanted some year ago. I wanted to see how this design will look in wood, and it was very appreciated from my customers. So I first one I made was in walnut wood. So now I'm proposing even different uh, variants of wood. I also made one in ebony wood. It's all black. Thank you for appreciating. The one in ebony wood is not easy to work. You know, it's very hard as wood. Okay, here it is. So one is going to be with one symbol, this one, and one with back vizier. Would you like me to continue to finish this or shaping this? Because now it's a little slow work. I should. Yeah, thank you. Well, honestly, I choose such designs where is a lot to shaping because, yeah, to show how I create my little pieces, but also that allows this kind of shaping work allows me to create more ASR, no, effect, you know, this. I don't know how to pronounce in English. I think even sandpaper is not necessary too much because if I use some sandpaper, it's going to be more flat and more lighter effect. And this way is more raw effect of the wood. I like my most of my jewelry. I like this way. So let's leave it this way. Okay, now I have I I have enough energy to make another to shaping another one, but I wanted to show you the finished at least with the symbol to show you how I engrave, and after this I start the second one piece. I leave the boring part out of life. I'm not going to make all the boring part in life just this one before start another one. The oak wood, this one is very tricky because to engrave it's pretty soft and can leave some little chips. Hello, welcome everyone who joined it now. Just don't go if you want to see the carving part after I finish this symbol in a little bit. Or subscribe to my channel if you can't watch now. There are I leave public all my live streamings, so you can see all the live streamings with other designs that I carved. So after this I'm gonna do another one and we'll make some different design for the afternoon. I try to choose some good design to work comfortable in life. You know, it's not always easy to work comfortable carving such little pieces. The medium size of my jewelry are like 5 or 4 centimeters, 1 inch, like no 1.5 inch medium. Sometimes I just use this sandpaper sponge, which is better than sandpaper. Just clean a little, but not removing the cutting effect. I'm really glad that you appreciate this design because I started carving it some year ago. It was just a test. While seeing this kind of design in silver from other jewelry makers, silver or steel or bronze, and I fell in love in this design, and I said to myself, why not to try to make one by wood? So I'm happy that many people appreciate it. Oh, California, yeah. Here in Italy, it's different time. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to follow more of my live streamings. After oil, details will be more visible, but I already made some boring part, so I wanted to start another one. This will be with symbol of Vegvisir. Making another similar piece can look like monotonous job, but it isn't for me because sometimes I change the style, the way of carving, even if the result is going to be like this. Sometimes I switch the knife, but it's the same. Just this one is new and has still the thin blade. Sometimes for shaping is better. Hi, welcome. Hello, welcome. Who joined it now? Hey, this is Raven School design. This one is finished with Norse symbols, and I'm going to make another one with a different symbol on the top. This is oak wood. Thank you for appreciating. Thank you so much. I was telling before that this design is popular in silver or bronze, steel, jewelry, and I was curious to reproduce it in wood. And yeah, since I made it, it was very appreciated. So I created different. Yeah, exactly. Sorry for my pronunciation. Probably I didn't pronounce it well. So I started make it in walnut wood first, but I made different variants. Unfortunately, I won't be able to finish it in live because I have low battery and I'm using microphone for the sound, so I couldn't charge my phone, but I'm trying to make the shape, and I prepare another designs. I wanted to make something more difficult to show you how I really work. Yes and not. I mean, I live in Italy, but I'm Polish. Thank you so much. Really, I love to show my skills. Let's say this one is like artisan job. This kind, for example, this kind of design that I make often, and for me it's very simple to make this one, and for me it's like categorize like categorize it like artisan job, but there are even very complicated details that I love to do. And it's like more artistic, more free interpretation. Hey, welcome. So let's say I'm trying to um, show my different kind of skills for different people. Oh yeah, thank you. I recently added my website to the bio, so yeah, you can see it. And I'm really glad that you appreciate it. Oh really? Yeah, these are. mm, I often make the Raven design never-ending story. Like I make dragon version. This one I carved live a few days ago, so it's a pretty dark. I make dragon version and also snake. As I said before, to for different kinds of people, because if someone prefer with the snake, so I propose more options. But even if I make a similar design, as you see, it's on free handmade work. So each piece, even if the same design, is unique. Maybe now you can see the difference, but you know the thought when you wear in on your neck, you see that it's only you that having this piece. Yeah, world. Let's say worldwide. Yeah, most of my pieces go to Germany and United States. But yeah, even some of my jewelry went to UK as well. And the funny fact is that I live in Italy, but not often sent to Italy. Because work like this, especially, is because of mentality. Oh, so far. Well, maybe not so far. I should get used to the fact that people watch me work wood from every part of the world, but isn't like this. Anytime I when I hear people from different countries, it's very nice. Okay, I tell you in advance that I'm ending my morning live soon in a few of minutes because I have low battery. I still didn't take any everything necessary to be live for a long time. I need something to connect and charge the phone and use the microphone. I'm still looking for, but I'll be here in a few hours with another design. Yeah, for me it's the same. Was very nice. Yeah, I'll be here often now. I started be live on YouTube just mm, last uh, Thursday. So I'll be here regularly. Okay, don't forget to subscribe if you would like to follow my life, my new videos. Every time there is a new design of carving, a different style. Mm, for for today, I'm planning to make something more difficult. I still don't know what. I was thinking to make some mermaid. I love to carving creatures like mermaid, fairies, angels. Some time ago, I sold a few of this, so probably I make a mermaid pendant, and will be more realistic, more complicated job that I would like to try carving it live. The way you can see, even when I work more complicated details. Okay, I'm sorry to leave all these people here, but subscribe if you like to follow me, and I'll be back here in a few hours. Hope you enjoyed the live. Sometimes I make oil finishing when I have some finished pieces. That's why all the last pieces I carved live, I'm not going to finish them Once they finished, I'm use oil finishing in life. For example, 2 days ago I made those two little turtles, and once everything is finished, I wanted to show you the oil process. So see you later live, and thank you for watching. Have a nice weekend. Bye.